Now, I don't even know where to begin with this video, so I'm just going to start by showing you some of what I experienced with what I figured out with the Sony A90J. Before I even get started with this video, I know, I know, I've been really flip-floppy, as some would say, but you have to understand this is a review process. I'm not like the other reviewers that are just going to spend 2 days with this thing, give it one final verdict, and then give it a check mark. I'm going to make sure it's doing everything properly. And when it fails in an area, I'm going to go back to the drawing board and make sure that it absolutely failed and there's nothing I could possibly do to make it better. And so I spent yesterday, literally almost all day yesterday, just really adjusting. And my problem was I was trying so hard to just keep to the reference accuracy and calibrate. And I swear, I don't know why I keep doing that. I guess it's my calibration training. I just keep going back to that. I have to stop doing that. When you're creative with these TVs, holy shit, it gets so much better. Okay, so essentially, Sony has done something very sneaky, and it's really easy to miss and to omit, and a lot of people have already done so. But if you open up your menu, and you have to be in IMAX Enhanced, that's like the big thing with this year. IMAX Enhanced, the biggest mode this year. But we're going to go into our video signal, because this is the superstar right here, Adobe RGB. So for those that don't know, you have Rec 709, DCI-P3, Adobe RGB, and BT 2020. The problem with going to BT 2020 is things can sometimes get really red and you have to correct it with calibration, and even then it's not accurate. Adobe RGB is ideally the sweet spot, but the problem with Sony with Adobe RGB in the past is that reds were just way too sour, because Adobe RGB as a color space by default tends to favor green and blue hues, and just the colors are better for those kind of saturation points, if you will. And again, the nerdy technical stuff out of the way. Long story short, Adobe RGB is basically a point between DCI-P3 and BT 2020, which will give you larger color without having to destroy your image. And this TV actually covers Adobe RGB extraordinarily well. Like, oh my God. What this means for you is essentially you get that same purity behind your color that you would see in BT 2020, but you see it in Adobe RGB. What this means is that the whole image dynamic changes and comes to life in a way that is just not possible without Adobe RGB. Another thing that is paramount, I know I talked about it, this ambient light sensor. Use these two, the ambient tone curve and the auto white balance. That stuff is really going to help you out. Now, I must give a little disclaimer. The color sensor, which is the auto white balance, is not available on mid-range TVs. You'll only find it on Sony's highest end TVs this year. However, you know, when you have this TV, turn this on, don't turn it off, because it does a lot for the details. So I'm going to get to showing you guys some cool stuff now. Okay, so here we are in my Hero. I believe this is Hero Rising, I believe. I think it's Two Heroes, maybe? I don't know. I don't really care. I have both those movies and I always mix them up. Who cares? The point is, you look at fine highlight placement like on Bakugo's arm right here. You can see it's so much brighter in person. The fire is so much brighter in person and it looks incredible. In scenes like this, colors almost beget an ambient glow, like bioluminescence. It's so incredible. Like, I know on the camera it's crushing out the shadow detail here, but you have all the shadow detail in the clouds and you have all the color in the world. Like, as I look on the camera, how vivid and vibrant and punchy it is, that's what it looks like with my eye. And this is just one example. Now, this is going to look a little bit more oversaturated on camera, but essentially it's isolating colors like down to the color perfectly. So the green, you see every little ray of light. This type of stuff is normally really impossible to show off at this level. And I mean, the skin tone separated perfectly from this tone of red here without any kind of bleeding, but at the same time still being extraordinarily punchy. You won't see it, but there's a really bright highlight right here. Again, I have to keep that stuff low so you can see the general picture, but very impressive stuff. If you look at an image like this, I'm telling you, this is where it starts looking picture perfect. So what I want to point your attention to is notice how every single color is isolated. You can see the yellows, the blues, the greens, the reds. Everything has its own hue, properly isolated with perfect contrast, and you miss literally nothing. And here is another example. Now, you can't see it. It's definitely oversaturating at this point on the camera. But I tell you, when you look at it, you can see the blue lightning very clearly. The red is not that saturated, but I'm telling you, the color is so like three-dimensional with the way it's rendered here. Here you're able to see a little bit more of the skin tones I'm talking about and just how perfect they can be, along with, again, just more blistering highlights. Now, I would love to show this off in a different way, but I tried to post it and it immediately got blocked in all countries, so I couldn't show it the way I want to, so we have to do it this way. Now, this right here is where it gets heavenly, okay? So, watching the My Hero Academia movie here, I'm telling you right now, this scene, and you can probably see it on camera, so 3D. Every little color within this, and I can't show it, but this has little lightning sparks that keep going off, and oh my god, this is a treat. The draw distances all the way back there, you see every little shade, hue, cloud. That island is ultra tack sharp. I mean, these are the kinds of things that Adobe RGB has basically unlocked. Now, I have unique settings. If you want those, definitely join, you can get them. But I'm telling you right now, bro, like, this is legit. Oh, just look at that. I don't want to show too much because I get in trouble, but oh, I can't even. Now this is showing up pretty perfect on camera, okay? So I'm sure you can see that really awesome highlight in the middle there. You can see all of the color, every independent shade of each color in the spectrum represented almost flawlessly. I mean, this is exciting stuff. Like, when I said I wanted a capable TV, this is what I was talking about for SDR. Now, again, HDR, again, this is great, but like most stuff is in SDR, and this is a very difficult thing to pull off. And this is where the Sony A90J is starting to take the cake. Now, I also want to show you guys something as kind of like a little bonus tip and kind of a little bit of a gift for you guys. If you open up your menu and you go into your picture settings, there is something you can do to kind of fix the issues you're having with motion. The trick is you have to keep clearness on all the time. So what really gave this idea to me is the Sony A8G that I have. It's always on by default and you can't disable it. Well, these newer Sonys from like the A8H, you know, and onward really, they've given you the option to kind of disable that, and I don't think that's the right approach because these TVs really don't do well without it. So it's better to throw away some brightness and give yourself that extra smoothness that you need, and it did help a bit. So this might help. Now there's one other method that I am using, but again, I will be showing that off in the settings. So if you're interested in that and you want smoother motion, you guys know, just join and I've got you covered. It's so hard because I'm pausing and I'm playing and I want to show you this so bad. I've never wanted to show something so bad. And literally, I just can't because I know they'll block it in every country. But oh my god, this scene is incredible. I'm sure you guys can see the flawless isolation of that red to yellow to cyan to white to yellow again. And that darker shade of blue between the cyan. This is very difficult stuff for a TV to pull off. These in-between hues are represented flawlessly damn near. And I don't have the words to show you or tell you what this is gonna do for your content. I mean, bro, I'm almost breaking in this video, and I'm probably gonna get this whole video thrown out if I show something, so I'm trying not to. But as this light blasts up the water, you can see every little reflection, every little ray, the lightning in the back. I mean, this is transformative. Just giving you guys a little bit more. Here's another flashy scene right here. I'm just going to keep these scenes coming because you guys have to see how perfect it gets towards the end of this video. For anyone that has this movie, mark my words, when you get to this scene, this is literally picture perfect. There isn't a single flaw to be detected. You see every ray coming down from the top here, blasting down. The lightning is perfectly rendered, the hair color perfect, everything. This is literally flawless. Not a single flaw on this. I'm telling you, mark my words, watch this scene. I mean, I don't know if I could pull up a time value or something. There we go. I'm like an hour and 29 minutes and 47 seconds in on chapter 13. Do it. That's all I gotta say. That's gonna be crazy. Again, just showing you more heavenly, like, oh goodness. It's hard because I'm telling you, I'm skipping around and I'm trying so hard not to show you, man. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, so Bakugo is freaking letting off this fire, and bro, I know you see how perfect it is. I'm looking down, and as I look down on the camera, and as I look up at the TV, it's literally a match, pretty much exactly what it looks like, except the highlight is so much brighter and so much better in real life, and that is just one of the examples of what I'm talking about. Bro, look at these highlights, like that one there, the one over here. Like, oh my god. And when he lets it go, right? When he lets that blast go, it really goes. And it's so sick. Then we got Deku over here. Like, bro, you can't tell me you don't feel this scene just looking at it though. It's incredible. Right here is where we approach like QLED level of like color vibrancy and just shock and awe with OLED black. And this is where the A90J really just knocked my socks off and like took my breath away and my heart along with it, because this is one of my favorite movies ever. And for them to do it so perfectly is just everything I need as a cinephile of sorts, because I tell you what, I prefer like smooth motion and vibrant colors. Maybe for some people this is too vibrant and it may not do it for you, but I tell you, oh my god, like this highlight on this scene where it comes out and it's blasting out, like this is incredible. Like, oh my god, I want to show you guys so bad, bro, but I've already tried and I know YouTube will block this shit. Like, damn, this is killing me though. So now I'm just kind of like frame skipping to kind of show a little bit, like it gets brighter as he starts pushing through, you know what I mean? Bro, this shit is too clean. I don't even know how I'm making it through this video. Like, yo, like, oh my god. I'm getting hyped just making the video. Like, oh my god. Oh man. I can't even, I'm a massive anime fan, okay? You guys, maybe if you had like Star Wars or something, maybe you would appreciate it more. If you want me to show you that, let me know. But the hype is through the roof for this right now. I can't even. Literally dying right now, not to hit play. Just do this one time. Just real quick, just that quick little, it's so hard not to. All right, so this has got to be the final example that I show on this, because I can't handle it. I physically want to play and show everything, and I can't. So what I'll do is I'll just say this. This is incredible. I I need to find something that I can play that's copyright safe, because I really, honest to God, want to show you guys how amazing this is. If you guys know of anything that's copyright safe, or you have like maybe a travel video you've made that's copyright safe, let me know. I'll play it. I can't even do YouTube demos because they'll just claim this shit. Like, it's so difficult. Everybody wants to claim copyright these days. But Jesus Christ, this needs to be shown. More people need to know about this. I am so passionate about this. And again, like I said in the opening of this video, I understand that for some that just want their favorite TV to win, oh, Quantum, you hated the A90J. Wrong. False information. Never said I hated it. Those words never left my mouth. What I said was it's not worth the price, which it's not worth $3,000. I'm in love here, but it's not worth $3,000. Okay, even with all this hype, I'm keeping it real. It's not $3,000, right? We need to kind of taper that back a little bit. But then also, it's important to understand, when you do these comparisons, you are going to find new things if you're actually trying to learn about the TV. And that's where I differ from everybody else. I study the TV. I literally take a day, learn everything I can about the TV, but then go even further throughout all my time with the TV, which right now it's been well over a week, and really picking up all that information and keeping it collective and keep going with it. I don't just spend 2 days with the TV and then say, I know everything I need to know. Because things like this happen. You make discoveries. You learn different tricks and techniques to pull out the most of your picture if you aren't sitting there trying to calibrate to some 30-year-old reference standard, or even trying to remotely adhere to it. I went completely off the rails and said, to hell with the standard. I'm going to do it my way, and the results are amazing. You guys can see every color perfectly isolated, not a single color out of position. Like, I have to see more on this TV. I really, like, I can't explain to you how excited I am. I don't think I've ever been this excited to rewatch my movies again. And I think the last time I felt this level of excitement was my Samsung Q8FN. like this raw level of just, holy shit, what just happened? This is it right here. Like, I'm blown back by the SDR performance with Adobe RGB. Now, again, if you use the Rec 709, you can keep that 30-year-old color standard. I don't want that trash. It was made that way. I don't care. This is incredible stuff. So I'll just end the video by saying this. The SDR performance on the Sony A90J is absolutely magnificent if you have the right settings. If you are taking this out of the box and you're just seeing how it goes, your experience is going to be very different than the ones I have here. Now, again, I'm not just pushing my settings to enrich myself. I could literally set my memberships to whatever price point I want. I keep it at $5 because I want everybody to see this picture quality on the low. And the only reason I even charge, just so we're clear, I do that so that I can fund the channel, because these TVs and comparisons are not cheap at all. And I'm sure you guys know that. I don't have a sponsor, so this is what it is. But that being said, you don't have to join. Believe me, you can miss out on all of this. I'm not trying to be mean, but dude, I'm about to watch like a bunch of stuff. Like, I don't think you understand. I stay up to like 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, watching Dragon Ball Super's movie, the Broly movie, One Piece Stampede. I watched this movie. Like, I've binged, and it got to the point where I literally started looking outside and I'm like, I need to go to bed. Like, that's what these settings have done for me. I'm just going to say, maybe it's a biased opinion, but I can't wait to see what those of you who are already members, who already have this TV, are going to say about this, because, oh my God, I can't wait to share this with everyone. But seriously, guys, I wish I could show more. If you know something that I can show you, a good showcase that's copyright free, please let me know. I will be putting it up immediately, because, like, holy cow, this one video isn't doing it justice. This is breathtaking stuff here. So I really hope this video finds somebody well that needs this information. So the SDR performance is incredible. The HDR performance is good, but I do still prefer the C10 for HDR. I just do. That's just my personal prerogative. But for SDR, man, I don't know about anything else, because the LG C10, just so we're clear, you don't have the ability to set to Adobe RGB. So you couldn't even do that. And even when you force BT 2020, it's not perfect, as many people have figured out. So yeah, even still, I really love the look of this TV. I am so passionate right now about this. Enough said. Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty. Sorry if I sound like a Sony fangirl. Sony didn't sponsor me. Nobody sponsors this channel. We are crowd and self-funded. We do what we do. I'm just telling it like it is. And as it is, the A90J really surprised me here with this recent discovery. So if you have questions about it, please let me know in the comments down below. Again, thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty. And until the next video, this shit is awesome.